And here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have our red Terran player from the land of Kazakhstan, representing CSO Esports. It is Replicant. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the green Protoss player, the green Protoss himself, representing CSO Esports. It is UedSoldier. And we just got an update. Replicant is leading the series 1-0. Okay. And it was an intense late game again, as I mentioned. Sky Terran versus Sky Toss. It was crazy. Basically, what was freaking me out was at the end of that game, Replicant, he was maxed. I mean, both players were close to maxing. Replicant, he did decide to engage. He lost all of his Liberators early. He engaged with all his Libs. He left his Vikings behind. He lost all the Liberators. And then his Vikings got picked off. And UedSoldier did overwhelm. But because Replicant had more bases and he had a greater economy, Replicant eventually, with reinforcements, did pick away at the Sky Toss and did overcome in the end. Meanwhile, Proxy. Also, if you're in the chats, it's Gamba time. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. Best of luck in the chat, as we are mid-series, and this is most likely our final series of the broadcast. Here we go. Here we go. See UedSoldier just pull away, opening up with his initial proxy gate. Gateway has been thrown down. So far, 2 gate openers, so aggression out of UedSoldier, looking to hopefully delay and even force a cancel on the CC. We'll see if we can pull this off. Meanwhile, double gas here out of Replicant into a faster factory. Now, on the one hand, yes, this does mean that the factory is faster, so we get into faster Hellion production, but the CC is going to be later, and if it's on location, then that CC is going to be quite vulnerable. It's going to be vulnerable here to the initial Gateway army. So we'll see if UedSoldier can pop off. Oh, he's scouting. He's checking. The Reaper does check. Reaper does find the proxy. A nice scout there, and that means CC on the high ground. Yes, CC is on the high ground instead. It is safe and sound. Replicant, he's played against UedSoldier before. I mean, hey, they're teammates. I wouldn't be surprised if they even practice together. And with that, I mean, the Stalker does get some SCV kills, true. Gets one, almost another. Gets a couple of SCVs. Bunker is still not yet done. Second Stalker has arrived. Gets 2 SCVs, not bad. Gets 2, takes out the Reaper. Reaper also does full. Mind shot on the Zealots. Bunker will complete. The bunker will complete, but doesn't matter. There's nothing to fill it up. The Marines are still on the way. There we go. The Marines, they do pop out just in time. Whew. And Replicant will hold. Replicant, he will hold. He will defend, but he's being contained. He's being contained on 1 base. Behind this UedSoldier, going for 2 more gates. Oh my god, he's going for the 1 base all in. At this point, UedSoldier could have expanded. He could have taken a natural, but no, he throws down 2 more gateways going into Blink. So 4 gate Blink off of 1 base. UedSoldier, he has the money to expand. He could if he wanted to. He has the money for it, but it looks like he's waiting for warp ins. Yeah, he's waiting for the warp ins. Waiting for the gateways to finish. Warp gate is now done. And here come those Stalkers. And warping in 4 at a time. UedSoldier still choosing not to expand. Again, he could just expand and take a greater economy, but no. He wants to keep going. Wants to punish the Terran after game 1. Shot going up. Zoning back UedSoldier. More Stalkers. That's a lot of Stalkers. That's a lot of Stalkers. And he's baiting Replicant down to the low ground. He's baiting him down. Only 1 tank sieged. You can see him repositioning, moving further down. Replicant, he's that much more exposed. But he's walling up. He's walling up. Deeper's on the way. Waiting for extra warp ins. Again, it's all or nothing for UedSoldier. Shade will get an eye on the setup. He sees both tanks. He's coming in. He's coming for the dive. He's going for it. He gets one. He gets one. He gets both. Both tanks go down. No bunker. No bunker. The bio army's going to crumble. And UedSoldier, he does it. He breaks through the defensive line. He cleans up everything. There's nothing left. The Marines go down. The tanks as well. And now he's going for the kill. Going for the main. Going for the production. And UedSoldier, it was a crazy call. GG. UedSoldier ties it up. We are going to the ace match. Whew. Let's go. Let us go. We're going to the ace match here. Again, Replicant, he thought it was safe to expand. He thought it was safe to move down to the low ground. It was anything but. No bunker, not enough support for the tanks. And UedSoldier, he committed to the one base all in. Let's go. Let us go. Did commit. Crazy move. And we're going to that final game. It all ends here. It all ends in game 3. It all ends on Arrowhome. Let's go. All ends on Arrowhome. Arrowhome, for those who are unaware, is a rush map. It's a very small map, and the map pool is known for aggression, and it's going to be a short one. We missed out on the macro game. Like, game 1, again, was SkyToss versus SkyTerran. It was like 25-minute game, back and forth. Here, we're cheesing it up, Pappy. I can feel it already. Let's go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Arrowhome, we have the Red Terran from Land of Kazakhstan representing CSO Esports being forced into the ace match. We'll see if we can bring it back. It is Replicant. And spawning into the top right-hand corner. The top right-hand corner of Arrowhome, we have our green Protoss player also representing CSO Esports as they are teammates. It is UedSoldier. We go. As it all ends here, it all ends on Arrowhome. And this time, there's no cheeky probe out on the map yet. We'll keep an eye on our players. I would imagine double gas opener from Replicant. Opening up safely, securely. No proxy, no SCVs on the map. We're calming down. We're calming things down. But I do still expect aggression here. Like here on Arrowhome, I should also emphasize, welcome one and all. Now, we do have a ram coming into the natural, true. So the natural is more defendable. That is true. Likewise, a ram coming into the third base, but the rush distance by ground is very short here, as you can see, from third to third, one screen away. Because that short rush distance, that's why we do have all these ramps, and that's why we have some choke points as well. So there are specifically defensive features on this map to make up for how small it is. Oh, hello. Racks expanded. Single gas opener. Economic start out of Replicant. Okay, so single gas into Racks into CC. More economic start. Bold move from our Terran player. Likewise, UedSoldier going for a standard opener. Gate Cybercore into Nexus. It's going to be settling in. We'll see where this takes us. Likewise, we can see Replicant, because he did skip the Reaper, he's just checking it for a proxy, making sure he's safe and sound. SCV Scout, of course, did confirm the expansion. This time, there's no crazy one base all in. UedSoldier, he is expanding. Expanding, and of all things, Stargate opener. Okay, Stargate opener out of UedSoldier. Opening up Phoenix, potentially. Oracle, if not. Bold move is what I will say. Stargate openers are typically very risky. They're very risky, and and it does leave you vulnerable for a time. They can definitely be abused, and you can see Terran players try to go for timing attacks and try to break a player trying to go Stargate. That is going to be available here to Replicant. As UedSoldier, he's just now moving out, just now scouting. Doesn't really know what he's up against. Hellion going for the dive. The Hellion has enough HP, and the Hellion will get a free scout into the main. Sees everything, confirms the Stargate, confirms the Phoenix. Instantly, what do we have? Cyclone and Medevac. Replicant is getting ready for a push. Getting ready for a move out. As we mentioned, a Stargate opener does mean that early on UedSoldier is going to be vulnerable. The reason for this is because Phoenixes in low numbers can't really do much against early game aggression. They can pick off one unit at a time, that is true, but again, this early on, the amount of lifts are limited. Speaking of Marines, they catch out an Adept. Oof, Adept goes down. Phoenix does spot the move out, and yeah, it's going to be Viking and tank. It's an early game aggression. He's pushing. He's pushing out early on, hyper aggression out of Replicant. He's going to rally across the map, and this is going to be a tough hold. Shield batteries are on the way. At least UedSoldier, at least he knows. He's scouted the move out, he knows what's coming, and he's getting ready. We need an Immortal. More than anything, we need that robot to finish. We need a defensive Immortal, and with that Immortal, he can hold. As we're waiting for the tank, here we go. Tank gets lifted. Replicant, he does boost across the map. It's boosting. Immortal's on the way. He needs a little bit more time. There's that chrono. And the role of the Immortal is to focus on that tank. To focus on the tank. To bring it down. As here it comes. Here comes the siege. Replicant does siege up within range of the shield battery. Shield battery is the first to fall. Immortal does arrive. Phoenixes, there's 4 of them. They can lift. Can pick up the tank, and we're going. We're committing. Here comes the army. There's no the lift. Does miss it. Hot pickup. Saves the tank, but everything else is going to be shut down. UedSoldier, he will hold. He will clean up this army. He will shut it down. Yeah, there's no escaping this. It's a one-way trip. Picking up the Viking, the tank, the medevac. Whew. And again, it's so important here that UedSoldier, he saw this. He saw this. He scattered the move out, scattered the push. The Immortal came out just in time, and Replicant, he's in trouble. He is in trouble here. Back at 3rd CC? He's crazy. Oh my god. Rushing into a 3rd CC behind this. No shot. No shot. He cannot get away with this. Phoenixes, they dive in. They lift the Marines. They lift the Cyclone. Repairs don't quite connect. Or doesn't quite repair the Cyclone. And that's going to be it. That's going to be all the SCVs going down. Viking doing what it can. Oh, Phoenixes, they have no lift, they have no NG. Immortal gets surrounded, not bad. Immortal is surrounded, and with that, Replicant, he's holding on. He does hold. It does come at a cost, but he does hold on. Again, Phoenix is just out of NG, they couldn't keep lifting. Behind this, 3rd base is on the way. And UedSoldier still has map control. Still has map control. Rotates into the main, gets more CV kills. Replicant is struggling. Oh. As UedSoldier, he almost gets another Viking. Almost, not quite. Pulls away, bleeds out a Phoenix. Behind this, working towards Colossus, Gateway Explosion, Charge on the way, Extend Double Lance. UedSoldier is building up. And again, the problem here is that because of the 3rd CC, this tells UedSoldier he's safe. This tells him that Stim is late. Stim is delayed, +1, combat shields, all these add-ons, all these upgrades, all were delayed in favor of the 3rd CC. So UedSoldier, he knows he can be greedy. He knows he can just throw down all the tech, all the production, all the upgrades. UedSoldier, he has been safe to do whatever he wants, and he's doing it. He's just getting away with so much, getting into his 3rd Colossus. Upgrades are about to finish. Another Gateway Explosion. And soon UedSoldier is going to move out. He's going to soon move out, and it's going to be whether or not Replicant can save the 3rd. Oh boy. As there's that 4th base on the way for UedSoldier. Oh. Lock on the Phoenix. Gets another. Not bad. Gets another lock on. Replicant securing his third CC. I mean, what I will say is that his economy is looking solid here, as he did rush into that third base, so he's got triple mule production early on. Moving on once again. This I'm not so certain of. He's running into a wall of Colossus and charge lots. Replicant, he cannot take this fight. Yeah, he has to back off. Tanks do lift, charge lots, they dive in, lift on the tanks. And Replicant, he'll lose everything here. He'll lose everything. The tanks, the fire. That triggers a counterattack. UedSoldier going for the third base, going for the kill. He's going for the kill at this point. Lifting the Marauders, lifting everything. The Marauders, the tanks, a couple of Marines. Why not? Phoenixes are going down to the turret though. But despite that, the ground army just overwhelms anyway. 22 SCV kills. And this series to go all the way to the Ace Replicant. He did take the first game in a long macro game. But here, UedSoldier, he punishes the aggression. He punishes the initial move out of Replicant. And he's going for it. He's going for the natural. Boys are being pulled. Final tank's going to go down. The mineral line evaporates. And there's no stopping UedSoldier. He's making it to the playoffs. GG. UedSoldier, he will take the series 2-1. And he will be the final player to qualify for the playoffs. GG. Congratulations, a very intense back and forth. Again, game one was off stream. Game one was being played out elsewhere, and there was again a crazy late game back and forth. SkyToss army against the Sky Terran army did go the way of Replicants, but here in game two, here in game three, when it came to early aggression and even early defense, UedSoldier came out on top. Game two, of course, UedSoldier, he was able to come in with a proxy with a 1-base 4-gate blink all in, which was crazy. Did catch Replicant off guard. Here in the ace match, we did see that Replicant was being the aggressor. After Replicant scouted the Stargate, he did decide, okay, I'm going for a tank push. I'm going for a tank drop across the map with Cyclones, with Vikings, with everything. But what's important is he got scouted. He got scouted, and we saw that UedSoldier, he was able to respond with his own robo, with his own immortal production, and he was able to defend it just in time. It was a clutch hold there, but after that defense, that was almost game then and there, because instantly we saw UedSoldier counterattack. He counterattacked, hit the natural, and he maintained the lead from there. GG. GG, well played. A very impressive display there from all of our players here tonight. And with that, we have confirmation. We have wrapped up the group stage. GG. GG, well played. The group stage has been wrapped up. And we have our final players. Let's catch up on the groups. Let's catch up on the Wikipedia page. Okay. From the top, here we go. We do have our qualified players. We have Strange and Wayne. Strange and Wayne, they are the number 2 seeds. The 1 and 2 seeds coming into the playoffs. They do come out in first and second place respectively, with a 6-0 and a 6-2 scoreline. Likewise, we had GG Machine and Sickness coming out in third and fourth place, making it through with 6-2 and 6-4. So we have our top 4 players. And who were the other 2 players to join them? Again, we did have our top 8. Who are the top 8 players to join them? We had our initial 4. Likewise, we did have another 4 to join. Quickly just double checking here. We have, alongside Sickness, we have Art. Art, of course, does qualify. Art, Milky Cow, Death Mars, and UedSoldier. UedSoldier did defeat Replicant. We had Milky Cow defeating Nicaract, and we had Death Mars defeating Eastos. So we have our top 8. We have our top 8 players. Wikipedia page is going to be updated momentarily. Do not worry. It will eventually be updated. But yeah, we have our top 8. We have one Terran. We have one Terran in Milky Cow. Personally, I do believe that both Milky Cow and Nicaract are worthy of being in the top 8. But it was the TvT. It was a TvT mirror matchup, round 5 match. So unfortunately, they knocked each other out. Only one of them could make it through, and in the end, it was Milky Cow. My heart goes out to Nicaract. Nicaract, he's an amazing player, and I typically would favor him to make it to the playoffs, but not this time, not this month. You know, everyone has their off days. And there were definitely some matches that we casted of Nicaract where he did seem a little bit off. just a little bit not himself, or just maybe a little bit rough around the edges, and in the end we did see Nickrack did not quite make it through. Likewise, when it comes to other upsets, Nikic was the other one. I was coming into this, I was favoring players like Nickrack, players like Nikic, players like Milky Cow to make it through, and Nikic, he did not advance on. He was knocked out earlier by Milky Cow, so Nikic, he would not be a part of the playoffs either. A player that I'm unfamiliar with, very much so, that is in the playoffs is Cygnus. You can see here, he doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. Cygnus from Belarus, like I'm very unfamiliar. He had some crazy performances. Cygnus took down Milky Cow and Nickrack. I would have favored both the Terrans over Cygnus, so I was very impressed. I was very impressed by Cygnus's play. I'm very unfamiliar, so I'm happy to see a newer face, at least in my eyes, making it through, having a deep run, and we'll see how they perform in the playoffs. So Cygnus, to me, is going to be a bit of a wild card. Curious to see how they perform. Likewise, Defmar is also a player that I haven't really seen much of, so I'm curious to see how they play out. It would have been nice to have seen a little bit more of Vox. Vox, he had a crazy performance, taking down Milky at 2-0 in the first round. That was crazy. So crazy upsets, crazy performances all around. And again, as a reminder, the playoffs are tomorrow. The playoffs are in less than 24 hours. Playoffs are going to be in less than 24 hours, so do tune in tomorrow for the conclusion of this tournament. The group stage was already a bit of a bloodbath, but the playoffs, that's going to be just one step further. It's going to be insane. It's going to be 8 players in the playoffs. I imagine it's going to be seeded in a couple of hours, so do keep an eye on the Wikipedia page. It will be seeded momentarily, don't you worry. And it's going to be 8 players, double elimination format. A lot of games, a lot of matches, a lot of StarCraft. A lot of StarCraft to be had. Meanwhile, here it is 6:30 in the morning. It is 6:30 in the morning. I am insanely tired. So I'm going to get some sleep. I'm going to get some rest. Thank you so much for tuning in. When it comes to the rest of our schedule here, as you can see, we have the rest of our schedule lined up. We just wrapped up with Firegrow Cup, and in how many hours time? In 7 hours, 6.5. In 6.5 hours time, we're going to be live with the SEL Masters with a show match series. It's going to be intense. It's going to be SEL Masters, show match for StarCraft Evolution, leading into Sparkling Tuna Cup, leading into the Firegrow Cup playoffs. It's going to be a very intense Sunday, and I'll do my best to weather the storm. Do my best, Pappy, do my best. A lot of casting, a lot of StarCraft, as always on the channel. If you enjoyed the content, if you see something you like here, if you want to watch us and you cannot watch us live, then check out our YouTube channel, !socials in the chat. You'll get a link to our YouTube, Discord, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, all things CranKy Ducklings. It's all in it's all in the chat. So you can check out those you can check out those links. And again, we do upload on YouTube on a daily basis, so plenty of content on YouTube, plenty of content to come, so do check us out there. Otherwise, we'll see you guys for the next tournament. See you guys for the next tournament here. See you guys for either SEL Masters or Sparkling Tuna or the playoffs of Firegrow Cup. Again, plenty of content, 3 events tomorrow. I'll do my best to be there for all of it. I'll do my best, Pappy, do my best. We'll be fine, Copium. My goal, at least for tomorrow, is going to be, I'm going to try to nap in between SEL Masters and Sparkling Tuna Cup. It's going to be a tough ask, but I'll do my best to get some sleep beforehand and be well rested. I'll do my best, Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Thank you for the support, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for some more StarCraft action. Until then, thanks for watching. Hasta luego. Ciao, baby, ciao. Hasta luego. Also, if you want to support us, Patreon. Before I forget, Patreon is the place to be. !Patreon in the chat. As you can see here, our Patreon is designed to fund our tournaments, and we have reached our latest goal. We currently do earn 435 USD a month through Patreon. All that money goes towards our tournaments. All that money goes towards the players. So if you want to help support the players, if you want to help support the scene and the community, you can do so via Patreon. Our next goal is 500 USD. That is to boost the prize pool of Sparkling Tuna Cup even further. That is our weekly open cup, and we're hosting our next Sparkling Tuna Cup tomorrow. So again, is our weekly tournaments, all funded by the community for the community. So thank you so much for the support. We do appreciate it. And thank you so much to all of our patrons and all of our supporters in the chats, our subscribers, our members on YouTube, our followers, even just watching. Thank you for the support. We'll see you tomorrow for some more StarCraft. See you then. I'm gonna get passed out. See you next time. Ciao, papi, ciao. See you next time. Thank you for resubscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Cash him, papi, cash him. God. Thank you so much for resubscribing. We just wrapped up the broadcast. We'll see you tomorrow. Share, papi, share. Dziękuję. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, papi. See you then.